You've tuned into The Mountain Gardener with your host, Ken Lain. Gardening, it can be challenging, but with these simple insider tips, you'll reap huge rewards. Now, let's tune into today's Mountain Gardener with Ken and Lisa. And back in the studio, Lisa waters Lain. She comes back, well, not just once, but twice each show. So she comes in for her Q&A section, then she comes into, she just agreed years and years and years and decades ago
I'm not that old.
to do this, to come in and just take a segment and give me a different perspective, give us, the listeners, a softer side of gardening.
Yes.
That's my gal. So Lisa, welcome back to the studio.
Thank you. Always
So
good.
what you got, what you've been thinking about garden wise? You got the whole house packed up.
Yes.
What are you thinking about? Bringing more houseplants home or something, or more?
So I put Christmas away because I love Christmas, but there's a time. Got to put it away.
I love Christmas more.
So my thing of putting Christmas away always makes me want to move the furniture around in the house.
Yeah.
Or
I can see
I don't know,
that.
because it just gives you a time, fresh start.
Yeah.
Maybe New Year, fresh start. Do I move the sofa? So I kind of start playing with things. But yes, I realized I have room for at least 2 more houseplants on this one table that we have by a window. So yes, I'm going to be.
I was going to ask, big ones or small ones?
Not big. We don't have room for great big in our house because we have big furniture, but we have lots of shelves and flat spots to put houseplants on.
Yeah, it's perfect. So, well, it's beautiful. Yeah. What you're doing, it looks fantastic. I like the way it's coming together. So 2000, the next year is just going to be fantastic.
Right. So I noticed, our houseplant sales always seem to go up the first part of the year.
Yeah.
And that's because people like me, they rearrange, they remodel, the tree's gone. They're like, oh, it's kind of bare, or maybe I need something there. So it's always fun to go start thinking about houseplants, shopping houseplants. So I thought we would talk about a few things that you should probably think about before you start shopping. Okay.
Like which garden center to go to? Like Waters Garden Center? Okay. Figure their fans are tuned in for a reason.
Right. First one is light. Check if in the spot where you want to put this plant, is it a bright light? Is it a dark light? Is it right in front of a window? There's things to think about, the setting of where you're going to want to put this plant, because that makes a difference in the type of plant that you want to have in that environment.
Sure.
So if you have a really dark space, some bathrooms can be dark, hallways,
back bedroom that you forget about all the time.
Right. So if you have a spot that's a low light, pick a plant like a ZZ plant or Sansevieria, Chinese evergreen. Those are all plants that don't mind. They're still going to grow and look nice, even if there's not a lot of light there. If you have a nice bright room, it gives you a lot of options. I always discourage people from putting a plant directly in front of a window, especially if there's sun coming through that window.
South facing. So north is a little different than south facing. It's a little hotter.
Definitely. But if you're getting sun right through that window, it's very easy to burn your plant leaves. And then the other thing is the cold. Sometimes when we get this winter, if that plant is up against that window, you'll actually get cold damage. On that plant. So just kind of few things to think about as far as where you want to place that plant in your home, is you want to pick the right one for the right environment. The other one is ease. How much of a houseplant guru are you?
I want them to be exotic and super easy.
That doesn't work that way. So I've gotten better with houseplants, but I started with ones that I knew were easy, that I knew how to take care of. Like I said before, ZZ plant. That one's terrific because you only water every 3 weeks.
When you remember.
Something like that, yeah. Sansevierias or mother-in-law tongue is another one that's very low water usage. Chinese evergreen. There's some that are just, you don't have to think about them a lot. And those are the ones that I like a lot. I've tried to branch out. I tried to get into some alocasias, zebra plant, things like that. And I've struggled a little bit with those. I'm still working with them.
You shouldn't travel so much. That's the problem. You're out of town for 2-3 weeks at a time.
They just tend to be a little more persnickety.
Yeah.
So if this is new to you, or you feel like you have brown thumbs, take the time and pick the right plant for you. Don't start with one that's going to be takes a lot of your time and energy. Get one that you kind of just walk by and go, look how pretty that is. And don't overwater it, because that's certainly something.
That's one where it does pay if you're just starting out, especially, and it's just kind of hard. You go into the grocery store and you see this pretty plant, you go, oh, I want to buy that. And it's affordable, and you're on the shopping spree with your watermelon and your frozen pizza. This is if you're starting out, or you got a specific room that you've struggled with, or you're just not sure, come talk to professionals. This is where a garden center is here to help you. We've got a little bit bigger, healthier plant. So there's a transition between the farm to here. So there's a way to get it hardier for in your house. And then which one do I go with? Well, tell us where you're at. Take a picture. We'll tell you which one. This is a perfect spot for this. We're growing it here. So our radars are always up for where plants grow best.
Right.
We can help. We don't mind sharing that information with you.
Yeah, that was one of my other points.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Is get good information.
Yeah.
Because you're right. You can buy houseplants. Everybody and their dog has a houseplant. But you want to get one that's going to work for you, and you want good advice. So many times, some plants like moisture, some don't. Your fertilizer makes a big difference on which fertilizer you're choosing, which potting soil, getting the right pot for your plant. And if you take the plant home and a few weeks down the road, something's going wrong with it, you want to be able to come back to a place and go, hey, what's going on with this plant? It's kind of got a weird look. And all of our people are excellent with houseplants. We can really offer advice, give good suggestions. So that's important as well. But that being said, new houseplants, we'll have our new shipment of houseplants in next week.
Okay.
So all kinds of cool new ones. And think about houseplant. I guess it's like all of gardening. They're coming up with new varieties. It's
kind of fun. It's really fun.
The time, we're used to the pothos. I mean, who hasn't had a pothos at one point in their life? Every dorm room, I think, has a pothos. That's right. Which is great because they're easy care plants to grow. But they're coming out with new varieties of pothos. My new favorite one is the neon pothos, just because it's just a really bright green color. And I love, in a house especially, it really gives you some added color into your home. The philodendrons have been around for eons, but they've come up with some really new cool ones where like the stems are a real dark red with the green leaves. They've got a neon philodendron. So it's just really cool, different colors that they're coming out with. So it's not just the same old pothos that your grandmother had.
This year's color of the year by Pantone. That's it. Pantene's hair wash. Pantone is a blue. So they're going with a not real dark like royal blue, but anyway, darker than.
It was peach.
I've seen so many different ones. Maybe it is peach. Anyway, color is the thing. Not white. So green looks really good with white, but if you've got color on your walls other than eggshell, probably the color, the lighter, the red stems, the neons, they really pop. They really look like designer-esque in a room it's got more new furniture or something. And you need something alive that just really brings it out and go, wow, I just want to read a book here. Watch the game here. This is great.
Right. Yeah, I love the new lighter colors. I love the variegated colors. I think those are really neat, attractive. And then speaking of colors, we also have a lot of new pottery in. So you can also get that beautiful new plant. You can put it in a beautiful new pot. We can actually pot for you. We do that for people at very minimal cost. And we'll help you get the right size. Because what I find is a lot of people jump up in too big a size. And then they go, what's wrong with my plant? It's just kind of sitting there. Well, because you put it in that great big pot, it's rooting out. It's forgetting that it has to grow up. It's just putting on roots. So we'll help you get the right size, the right soil. Get a moisture meter. Oh my goodness.
The easiest tool ever. Cheapest, easiest tool at every house. If you have a house plant, you need one.
They take the guess out of it. When I water the houseplant room here at the store, I have a moisture meter in my pocket because soils can be deceiving. And what you think is wet is dry, and what you think is dry is wet. So that moisture meter takes that guess out of it. So if you have a plant that like a spathiphyllum, peace lily, they like that moistness.
Yeah.
So you want to keep them a little more on the moist side, as opposed to a ZZ or a Chinese evergreen that wants to be dry.
Yeah, bone.
So, it takes that guesswork out. So get the right tools, the right information, the right plants.
We are out of time, Lisa. Great advice. Thank you so much. That's super, super good insight. So, Ken and Lisa Lain, the Mountain
My
Gardeners.
living room feels so empty.
Now that the Christmas tree is gone, the house just seems so blah.
Brighten it up with a big, bold, beautiful plant from Waters Garden Center.
Fill that cavernous space with tall tropicals, colossal cactus, and sizable succulents that bring the great outdoors indoors.
Make a gorgeous green space you can enjoy all year, not just for a season.
Unique, exclusive, one-of-a-kind houseplants found only at Waters Garden Center in Prescott. For a more fruitful garden, increase success in the landscape that just feels better, then tune in daily to the Mountain Gardener podcast. Subscribe through your favorite podcast streamer or visit watersgardencenter.com. Better yet, visit me directly right here at Waters Garden Center. Thanks for tuning in.